welcome back to Youth Troop. We are back with our guest, Kuya Manzano. So Kuya, how do you find the theater industry in the Philippines or performing arts in the country as a whole?
As an actor, it's hard because there's the performances don't last long enough for you to make a living out of it, really. What the difference I see with Spain, if you get in a big production, I mean, if you get into the Phantom of the Opera, the Lion King, you can be running for 6 months, for 1 year. So you have 8 shows a week, you have a salary, which is an average salary if you're a smaller part.
In the Philippines, how long?
Like any other. But in the Philippines, you'll be rehearsing for 2 months and you'll be performing for 2 weekends. Yeah?
2 weekends.
And this doesn't happen much. Now some like Resorts World are making longer runs, or Repertory Philippines, the children's theater runs for like 6 months or something like that.
So how is the theater industry in the Philippines compared to performing arts in other countries? Like, what's your take on that?
Luckily, there's new companies coming out. There's a lot branching out. So, and there's new theaters being built, new casinos being built with theaters inside. So, I think there's going to be more opportunities to perform, and they're bringing foreign plays, and people go to the foreign plays, foreign productions, because there's a perception of being a higher quality than the local ones. In most cases, I'm sad to say, it's true. Yeah, but some production companies, and I'm not related with them, like Atlantis Productions, are doing what I would say are international standard production quality plays. Yeah.
So what should the Philippine theater industry do to be at par with these international theaters?
With their standards.
Yeah.
Well, of course, there's a money issue at the production moment, no, to be at par. But also, not only in theater, but since I do TV and I do movies, I see some people, we could take the acting more as a profession and study it and dedicate a few years to it and prepare the role and things like that. It's not about just being cute and memorizing a line. Yeah. So that would help the quality go up. Of course, not shooting for 24 hours would work because everyone would be less pagod, the technical staff, and everyone would do, the makeup would be better, the lights would be better, the acting would be better. If in TV, if I go to TV, no, because in TV many times the way they do things here, they give you the script on the spot.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to be an actor if you're trying to remember your lines that they gave you half an hour before, yeah, or even 1 day before. Yeah, it's like when I did this teleserie in GMA, I demanded that my script was given 1 week ahead.
1 week ahead.
Because there was a lot of Tagalog there. Okay. So they said, no, Kuya Manzano, we don't do that with any actor in the Philippines. I said, yeah, but then I quit. Then I don't accept that. We need you. You need me, you give me the script.
Yeah, beforehand.
Because normally they're reviewing until the last moment. That's why they want to do that. So I was the only actor that had the script 1 week ahead on set. Because if not, I said, I cannot deliver well for you. I'm going to have a heart attack on set. You know, I'm going to make everyone stop and everything. So
Professionalism.
Yes, exactly.
To prepare gives you, to study and to prepare the part. Of course, you wouldn't get operated by a doctor who studied 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So sana the content we consume, which is going inside our minds, are done by professionals who really studied to do it.
So do you think television shows are considered as competitors to the theater industry?
Well, yeah. Most people don't go to theater. Most population of the world, not only in the Philippines, don't go to theater. It's like branded as cultural. Where, it's more expensive. Theater, you need to buy a ticket. TV, it's free. Yeah, you just watch it. So, and TV productions, and especially foreign TV productions or movie productions, don't cost you anything, and the production value is so high. It's so many effects and everything. How can you compete with that in theater, you know? So, but the beauty of theater is the actor is there alive, no take two,
Yes.
feeling you as you feel him.
Yes.
Everything. It's like, you know, doing the circus thing without a net under, yeah?
Yes.
It's just there. So it's beautiful. And
Yes.
You can feel the warmth.
the tension for the
Yes.
actor. It's like,
Because, yeah.
it's now.
Yeah, because I remember watching Beauty and the Beast in Repertory, produced by Repertory, and I have to say that given that it's my first time to watch theater, JC, it gave me a lot of emotions. Like, it took me back to my childhood, wherein I was really involved.
Dreaming to become
Yeah,
a Disney
princess.
princess. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Kuya Manzano, do you think there is a need to revive the theater industry in the Philippines?
I think it's going forward.
Really?
There's
How?
there's more
How
productions
so?
going on.
Okay.
We have this company called Nine Works, which is partnering now with Globe, and they're doing a Christmas Carol now. They just did the new season, a big production there in the open stadium in the fort in BGC in the strip. So and Atlantis is doing big productions.
Atlantis. Okay.
Yeah, with they even brought they hired Lea Salonga. They brought Miga Yesa from the States. They are betting. They're betting big. So and new companies coming out, and new theaters have to be filled up. So there's things happening, and why not if we start educating the audience more, we could run for, like they do in Resorts World. They're starting to do it since 2 years ago. They run for 6 months or 4 months, whatever kaya. Yeah.
With a ticket that you have to pay the amount of ticket, how do you feel when young people see interest in performing arts in theater? How do you feel?
Sorry, I can't.
How do you feel if there are young people out there becoming interested to pursue theater?
How to encourage them or how to... It's very hard, mga kaibigan. Yeah? You have to do this out of passion.
Out of
Because
passion.
it's normally and for many years, it's a struggling artist life. Yeah? So what I encourage my fellow actors actually, is to start getting into business. Yeah? I'm a very business-minded person since a few years ago. Since I've been here, and I tell everyone, you need businesses where you don't need to work in, that produce some passive income, and they just give you dividends every few months or something like that. I'm not talking about networking. No! Okay? Are you open-minded? Do you want to network? No. All right? I'm talking about businesses, real businesses, or even the stock market in the Philippines, where you can start putting some savings, and little by little, after 10 years, it's a big little. Yeah, and they give you cash every year, cash in your pocket. And if you have all that extra mini pipelines coming in, then you have the freedom to choose what place to do, kahit maliit ang pera or
Yeah, to
anything.
pursue your passion, basically. So you mentioned that some television networks sometimes hire you for television shows, commercials. Why do you think that is so? Why do you think that major television networks are hiring these theater actors? Like, what do you think that is?
Well, I think the preparation as an actor, you know, the skill, because we don't really have acting schools here. It's just starting to happen now in UP, and it's a starting. I think like 10 years ago, people wouldn't study acting as a career. Like now they're starting to do since a few years ago. So most of the training is through theater training. So far, I don't think there's like a career studies here for acting for TV and movies, which is different. It's a different kind of acting from theater, no? It's different techniques.
So you're doing theater for about 19 years, and just a random thought, did it ever cross your mind na I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or there are times na you're not actually motivated to perform.
a lot, a lot. Every time I check my pocket and I see there's no money. Yeah. Or when we go to shoot here in the Philippines, we shoot for 24 hours. Yeah.
So
Eh,
what gives back your motivation?
What pushes you?
Yes.
when someone encourages me, like a director who believes in me and encourages and says, "Wow, you're so galing," even if it's not true, but it encourages me. You know, it keeps on. There was this director, Richard Somes, in the first movie I did here, Bonifacio film, and he kept on saying in the loudspeaker for the whole team to, "Kuya Manzano, you're so galing, thank you." And I said, okay, so whatever he asked
Yeah.
for, even we shot for 3 days, and I was hired for 1 day, and I kept on telling the people at Aichel actually, sorry, I'm here stuck. You know, I continue
Yeah.
because he was so mabait and so encouraging that I said, anything you want, direct. Yeah.
You know, JC, I noticed that Kuya Manzano is quite the eccentric personality.
Yes.
So,
Why?
So, Kuya, do you sometimes feel misunderstood by people?
The whole time.
Yeah. So, how do you cope with that?
I blocked them. My titas blocked me in Facebook, and I blocked them. I'm not for everyone.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm for a few. Yeah. But if I swallow my thoughts, I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna grow a cancer or something like that. So I became an artist to live out loud, and I have a vision for the world, how to transform it, and a vision for the Philippines. And I want to help out and illuminate the Philippines, take them out of the darkness of the moral ages. And for that, you need to be out there, get slapped, like I lost a lot of jobs because of this attitude and because of
Yeah.
my ideas politically, religiously, and everything. I'm not Mr. Correct. Yeah. But that's the only way that even many people, I won't be for the masses, but the few who like me hardcore, they can benefit from this. And minsan, and only for that minsan, I'm happy to do it. I get some messages of people, "Thank you, Kuya, because this video helped me. Thank you for your idea because it made me progress. I decided to get into business. I decided to," for example, I'm very into being positive, health, and everything. So I keep on telling the people, my waiters and online and everything, dude, if you're being a tambay sa kanto, you know what? There's a risk in 40 years you're still a tambay sa kanto. Okay, so you don't like the kind of people you're mingling with, change them. Yeah. If you don't like the people, what did you say? If you cannot change the people you're around with, change the people
Yeah.
you're around
Change the
with.
people.
Yeah. So, Kuya, we need to pause for a while for a short break. Please stay tuned.